15 habits of Stoicism you should practice every day to master your mind. Stoicism. In the chaos of daily life, finding calm amidst the storm is crucial. This is where the principles of Stoicism come into play, teaching you how to navigate your emotions and reactions. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it." Imagine waking up to a day filled with unexpected challenges, traffic delays, an uncommunicative coworker, or a sudden change in plans. You feel stress rising. Your heart races. In this moment, you have the power to choose how to respond. Instead of letting frustration take hold, you can pause and reflect on what you can control, your thoughts and actions. What if, instead of getting angry about that traffic, you use the time to listen to an inspiring podcast? How often do you let the actions of others dictate your mood? Now, consider how often you react impulsively in other situations. Maybe your partner forgets to do something you asked of them. Do you respond with irritation, escalating the tension? Or do you take a moment to breathe deeply, assessing your feelings before speaking? It's in these small choices that Stoicism teaches you to cultivate a mindset of resilience and clarity. As you embrace the Stoic habit of reflection, ask yourself, what triggers my emotional reactions? Are these triggers within my control, or are they simply a part of life? By becoming aware of your emotional patterns, you can begin to detach your happiness from external circumstances. Every day offers a new opportunity to practice Stoicism. Perhaps today is the day you see a challenge not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity for growth. When faced with a disagreement, instead of focusing on the outcome, ask yourself what you can learn from the situation. Remember, difficulties are part of life. As Seneca wisely said, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Reflect on your challenges as a chance to develop a stronger, more resilient mindset. Now, take a moment to think. Do you see challenges or setbacks as personal failures? Or do you view them as stepping stones toward greater wisdom? This shift in perspective can drastically change how you approach your life. In the next 24 hours, practice pausing before reacting. Whether it's in conversation or when facing a frustrating scenario, take a breath and consider your response. It's a simple but powerful practice that can shift your mindset toward one of calm and control. As you dive deeper into Stoic teachings, you will discover even more profound truths that can enrich your daily experiences. Stay tuned for the next exploration of Stoicism that will further empower your journey toward mastering your mind. Hey, before you put this Stoic teaching into practice, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss any Stoic lesson coming up. And since you're here, smash that powerful like. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. Tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's interact. As you continue to explore Stoicism, let's dive deeper into understanding the nature of your thoughts. Reflect for a moment. What do you believe is truly within your control? Often, we think we can manage the outcomes of situations, the behaviors of others, or even the randomness of life events. But here's a Stoic revelation. All you can genuinely control is your perception of those events. Imagine standing in line. for your morning coffee, and the barista is slower than usual. You might feel impatience creeping in, your foot tapping in rhythm to the growing frustration. But pause. Instead of letting irritation simmer, take a deep breath. Shift your perspective. What if, you wonder, this moment of waiting is an opportunity to practice patience? With each breath, let the tension in your shoulders ease. The line becomes a moment to reflect rather than react. This is the essence of Stoicism, understanding that your thoughts shape your experiences. As Epictetus said, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Now consider the last time a friend was abrupt with you. Did you react defensively, or did you take a moment to think, maybe they're having a tough day? This line of questioning can transform anger into empathy. It allows you to step outside of your own feelings and consider others' perspectives. Many of us assume anger is our only option when faced with rudeness or disruption. This assumption can become a barrier to peace. Think about it. Are you often quick to jump to conclusions about people's intentions? When you feel that rush of emotion rising, challenge yourself to pause. That brief moment of restraint can open up a whole new way of experiencing life. It's about cultivating a habit of deeper reflection. Throughout your day, think of challenges as teachers rather than obstacles. Picture a difficult conversation with a loved one. Instead of viewing it as a confrontation, approach it as a chance for learning. What insights might emerge from this struggle? Remember, every challenge is an invitation to practice resilience. As Seneca wisely advised, difficulties strengthen the mind. Embrace these moments with a spirit of curiosity rather than fear. Over the next day or two, consciously observe your emotional responses. When do you feel triggered? What are the patterns you notice? Each small acknowledgement is a step toward mastering your mind. And as you reflect, consider, how can shifting your perspective on difficulties enhance your growth? Take a moment today to recognize the power you hold in choosing your attitudes and responses. Remember, it's okay to feel frustration, but don't let it control you. Instead, let it be a signal to pause and recalibrate. What steps will you take to nurture this newfound understanding? Embrace the ongoing journey of Stoicism as it unfolds before you. Each moment is an opportunity for growth, learning, and mastery over your thoughts. As you continue on your journey with Stoicism, let's focus on another vital aspect: the idea of acceptance. Life is full of surprises, both good and bad. Emotions can rise and fall like the tide. But instead of resisting what you cannot change, what if you learned to accept it? Imagine a scenario where you're running late again. You might feel the frustration boiling inside you. This shouldn't be happening, you might think. But consider this: the traffic is out of your control. Instead of fighting against it, accept it. By letting go of that resistance, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Acceptance is not about giving up. It's about understanding and acknowledging reality as it is. It's a fundamental Stoic practice. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Take a moment to reflect on situations where acceptance could ease your mind. Picture a disagreement with a friend. Instead of insisting on your point of view, See their perspective. Accept that both of you can hold different beliefs without diminishing your friendship. This practice can change how you interact with the world. Instead of feeling defeated, you can find peace. It's about replacing resistance with understanding. Now, think about your daily routines. How often do you resist tasks that seem mundane or unpleasant? Maybe you dread doing the dishes or sorting your emails. Instead of viewing these tasks as burdens, accept them as part of life. Shift your mindset to see them as opportunities to practice mindfulness. Each wash of a dish or click of a keyboard can become a moment of focus and presence. As you walk through your day, keep an eye on moments where acceptance can play a role. Whether it's a tough conversation or a long wait, remind yourself that you have the power to choose your response. Letting go of the need for control can be freeing. In the spirit of acceptance, also think about self-compassion. We are our toughest critics. When you make mistakes, how do you treat yourself? Do you dwell on them? Or do you acknowledge that everyone stumbles? Embrace your imperfections kindly. Stoicism encourages a balanced view of oneself, recognizing both strengths and weaknesses. Over the next few days, practice acceptance in small ways. When something doesn't go as planned, step back and take a breath. Ask yourself, what's in my control here? Focus on your reaction rather than the event itself. Additionally, practice gratitude. When you accept a situation, you can find the good within it. Maybe that delay gave you time to think, or called a friend you hadn't spoken to in a while. Gratitude can transform energy you once used for frustration into appreciation. As you carry this mindset forward, remember that acceptance is a skill you can develop. Each moment is a chance to practice. Embrace the journey of understanding and acceptance as you continue to grow. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we will explore how to harness the power of mindfulness in your life. Through mindfulness, you'll uncover even more tools to master your thoughts and navigate the world around you with grace and clarity. Each step is a building block toward a more profound understanding of yourself and the universe. As you embrace the practice of acceptance from the last chapter, let's now explore another essential element of Stoicism: mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment. It's a great companion to acceptance, helping you deepen your understanding of your thoughts and feelings. Imagine you're sitting at a cafe, sipping your favorite drink. Instead of scrolling through your phone or worrying about what's next on your to-do list, take a moment to truly soak in the experience. What do you hear? A gentle chatter of people around you? The clinking of cups? Or maybe a soothing background melody? How does your drink taste? Is it warm, refreshing, or rich? By attuning yourself to these details, you allow your mind to find peace, even amidst distractions. Mindfulness can also help you manage stress. Picture yourself facing an overwhelming workload. You feel that familiar knot in your stomach. Instead of panicking, pause. Take a deep breath and bring your attention back to the present. Notice your body. Are your shoulders tense? Is your jaw clenched? By simply observing these physical sensations, you create space between the stress and your response. As you practice mindfulness, be kind to yourself. You don't have to be perfect. Just being aware of your thoughts as they arise can create a shift. If you catch yourself spiraling into negative thoughts, say, "I see you, but you don't control me." This is a powerful tool to reclaim your focus and calm. Throughout your day, look for small moments to practice mindfulness. When you eat, savor each bite. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. When you speak with someone, listen actively. Engaging fully in each experience allows you to connect with the world around you and fosters a sense of gratitude. Now, let's think about how mindfulness affects your interactions with others. How often do you find yourself distracted during a conversation? Maybe you're thinking about your response rather than truly listening. When you practice mindfulness, you bring attention back to the moment. This shows the person you're speaking with that they matter. You'll likely find that those relationships deepen because of your genuine presence. As you continue this journey, pay attention to the emotions that arise. When challenges come your way, observe how you feel without judgment. If you notice frustration or anxiety creeping in, acknowledge it. Rather than pushing those feelings away, allow them to be present. This acceptance can lead to greater clarity and a calmer mind. In the next few days, experiment with practicing mindfulness. Set aside a few minutes each day to simply be. Sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice how each inhale and exhale feels. When thoughts wander, gently bring your focus back. This simple exercise can create a sense of calm that carries into the rest of your day. Remember, mindfulness isn't a destination, but a continuous journey. You may find that some days are easier than others. That's perfectly okay. What's important is the commitment to keep trying. Each effort you make strengthens your path toward mastering your mind. Stay tuned for our next chapter, where we will explore how to apply Stoic principles in specific situations, helping you to react thoughtfully rather than impulsively. With each step, you're building a strong foundation for a more balanced and fulfilling life. The journey is ongoing, and every little action counts. As we delve deeper into our exploration of Stoicism, let's focus on how to apply Stoic principles to specific situations in your life. Understanding how to react thoughtfully rather than impulsively is key to mastering your mind. Think about a challenging moment you faced recently. Perhaps it was a heated conversation with a family member or an unexpected setback at work. What if you could approach these situations with a Stoic mindset? The idea is to pause, reflect, and respond rather than react right away. Imagine you receive criticism from your boss. The initial sting might make you defensive. Instead of firing back with your own reasons or excuses, take a moment to breathe. Consider the situation from your boss's perspective. What can you learn from their feedback? This shift from defensiveness to curiosity can open a door to personal growth. Here's a practical exercise. When you're faced with a situation that triggers a strong emotional response, use the pause and reflect technique. Give yourself a few moments before responding. Ask yourself, what is in my control here? Focus on your feelings rather than the event itself. This process allows you to approach the problem with a clearer mind. Now, let's think about your daily interactions. Picture yourself in a conversation where someone seems distracted or uninterested. It's easy to feel rejected and let that frustration build. But what if, instead, you chose to embrace empathy? Remind yourself that the other person may be dealing with personal issues you're unaware of. A little understanding can completely change the tone of your interaction. In stressful situations, we often forget that we have the power to choose our response. The next time you're in a tough spot, try to identify the emotion you feel. Is it anger, anxiety, or disappointment? Acknowledge it without judgment. Then, think about how a Stoic would handle it. What would their response look like? Let's not forget about gratitude in these moments. Practicing gratitude helps shift your focus from what's wrong to what's going well. It can help you find silver linings in many situations. For example, instead of feeling frustrated about a lengthy commute, perhaps it gives you time to listen to an audiobook or reflect on your day. As you carry this forward, keep in mind that Stoicism is about progress, not perfection. You won't always respond perfectly, and that's okay. What matters is your willingness to learn and grow from each experience. Celebrate the small wins along the way. Every step you take brings you closer to mastering your thoughts. In the coming days, pay attention to how often you have the chance to apply these principles, whether in conversations, at work, or during family gatherings. Acknowledge when you feel triggered. Use those moments to practice the Stoic exercises we've discussed. Pause, reflect, and respond. Remember, this journey isn't just about handling difficult moments. It's about cultivating a mindset that proactively seeks calm and clarity, even in the midst of chaos. So as you navigate your day-to-day life, embrace these Stoic teachings. They are tools designed to help you find your way and foster a deeper understanding of yourself. Stay tuned for our next chapter, where we will dive into the importance of community and how Stoicism teaches us to connect meaningfully with others. Every connection you make can enrich your journey and help you. Practice these timeless lessons. Keep exploring. It's all part of the adventure. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the bustling city, the protagonist reflected on the lessons of Stoicism that had guided him through the chaos of daily life. He had navigated through moments of frustration, anxiety, and uncertainty, learning the importance of pausing before reacting. He remembered the countless times he had faced challenges head-on, like the day he was stuck in traffic, heart racing, irritation bubbling to the surface, only to convert that moment into an opportunity to listen to a thought-provoking podcast. He had let go of the need to control everything around him and took a step back to view life from a different lens. However, one particular incident had left a mark. During a heated family gathering, tensions flared over trivial matters. Old arguments resurfaced, and harsh words were exchanged. In that moment, his instincts kicked in. Anger surged, but he remembered the teachings of Stoicism, the importance of reflection. Instead of adding fuel to the fire, he paused. He took a deep breath and thought about the perspectives of his family members. He realized their behaviors stemmed from their own struggles. With this newfound insight, he responded differently. He chose empathy instead of defensiveness. Maybe we're all just having a tough time, he said calmly, opening the door to understanding rather than conflict. The room fell silent. Slowly, the tension began to dissolve. Voices softened, and laughter resumed, punctuated by moments of genuine connection. In that atmosphere, acceptance replaced irritation, and compassion took the place of anger. They shared stories, reminisced, and acknowledged their flaws. It was a breakthrough. A moment where Stoicism shone brightly, bringing clarity amidst confusion. Time passed, and he continued to practice mindfulness. Each day, he focused on being present. Sitting in his favorite cafe became a ritual. He learned to savor the simple joys, the aroma of coffee, the chatter around him, and the feeling of contentment. It grounded him, offering calm in a world that felt chaotic at times. Yet, the real challenge presented itself unexpectedly. A few weeks later, he received critical feedback at work on a project he had poured himself into. The initial sting was sharp. Doubt and disappointment crept in. Old habits whispered for him to react impulsively. But he stopped. He remembered the pause and reflect technique. Instead of brushing off the criticism or becoming defensive, he embraced the opportunity for growth. He listened to his superior's perspective, took notes, and asked questions. The conversation turned constructive, and he left with actionable insights rather than lingering bitterness. In these moments of daily practice, he recognized the profound impact of gratitude. He began to express appreciation for his relationships, his struggles, and even the daily annoyances. Each setback became an invitation to develop resilience. Conflicts transformed into opportunities for deeper connection. With every step, he felt himself grow stronger, a calm center amidst life's storms. Eventually, he began to share these teachings with others. He organized small gatherings, discussing Stoic principles and inviting discussions. Friends and family became eager participants, curious about how these ancient practices could bring modern solutions to their lives. As he looked around, he felt a sense of belonging. Stoicism had not only transformed his mind, but strengthened his community bonds. Together, they explored joy, acceptance, and the power of mindful living. He knew the journey would continue. Each moment, whether a challenge or a joy, was an opportunity to learn. They were all imperfectly human, navigating through the unpredictable tapestry of life. With a content heart, he closed the day, eager to embrace tomorrow's lessons. Would you like to keep advancing on? The Journey to Serenity. Subscribe now to the channel for more Stoic reflections. Click like if this content resonated with you. Share your biggest insight in the comments. Your experience might inspire others seeking balance. And don't keep this wisdom to yourself. Send this message to at least 3 friends who could benefit from some inner peace.